What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Monster Legends. So in today's video it's going to be leaks on the new upcoming monster skills and a lot more. So we'll start off with the newest monster that we have not seen yet, Friezennart. So I do believe that this is a current exclusive pass monster, but you should have already knew. But if you don't, then I'll show you it right now. So it deals low earth damage to one enemy, applies major damage reduction, that's alright because it's spammable. Deals low special damage to one enemy, applies a random elemental weakness. Deals low light damage with positive effects from one enemy. This reminds me of Equal Areas skill, it's spammable. And then deals moderate light damage to one, applies major damage reduction and vulnerable. This could set up for your attacker with the vulnerable. Deals low earth damage to all enemies, applies major damage reduction to all enemies. That is good if they have an enemy attacker, but if they don't, then you probably wouldn't run that. Deals moderate earth damage to all enemies, applies total damage reduction, vulnerable, and positive effect block. I do like this skill because they cannot give any positive effects to themselves, and they also cannot deal any damage to you, and they take 50% more damage with the vulnerable. So Emergency Temporal Shift applies evasion to itself and daze to all enemies. I'm not a fan of this skill, but if you do want the evasion for protection, then you could run that. Alien Plague deals moderate special damage to all enemies, applies 2 random elemental weaknesses to all enemies, removes positive effects from all enemies. This can cleanse a Megataunt. So now, this is a Bloomeria, is a monster that I'm excited to get from the upcoming Tales. So Soul Blast deals moderate light damage to one without Sunburn, spammable Sunburn, and moderate damage. Extract deals moderate physical damage to one enemy. You would probably run Soul Blast over this. And I don't know how to say that name, but removes all negative stats effects from itself, applies a random hate effect and life regen. So if you get a random hater of one of the elements of the enemy, then that could set up for next turn. You could deal triple damage against them. Global Warming deals moderate light damage to all and applies a size Sunburn to all enemies. Really Bad Weeds applies 2 random hate effects and 1 extra turn. I do like this skill because you could potentially get a hater that the enemy has, and then you would also get an extra turn, so you could use your AoE skill. Hate Fist removes shields from one enemy, deals heavy physical damage to one enemy, requires cooldown. This is a strong physical attack, and most of the time you will not be weak because there is no mythic physical monsters or legendary that I'm aware of. Burning Hate Fist deals very heavy light damage to one enemy, assigns Sunburn to one enemy, and double damage to yourself. This is really good because it'll set up for your next turn, and especially if you have Unrelenting Assault, then you'll probably get an extra turn with that high damage, give the Sunburn. So if they do not die, they will most likely die to the Sunburn. And then the double damage will set up for your next attack. Petal Scythe removes shield from all enemies, deals heavy nate damage to all enemies, applies double damage to itself. This is a really strong AoE, and we'll have to see when the monster does come out how much damage that does, because heavy nate damage to all enemies, you only see heavy damage really most of the time to one person, so I expect that is a very strong AoE. Now, Sunny Day in Hell, which is a special move, deals insane light damage to all enemies, applies Sunburn and Ignite. So overall, this monster is really good, and especially because I have checked the books and they do have anticipation. So just like Kurokage. And by the way, this is upcoming Maze Monster, Kenry, and then these obscure talents are already out. Stalkiller. This kind of reminds me of a spec, and I do think that there would be some kind of torture dealer with Pierce, just because of that bow and arrow. Now, Alfred, this is, I don't know what that design is, but this is apparently in a marathon. That's already out. The Swamzode is a water controller with freeze and healing skills. And that is going to be coming up in a quest if you do want to obtain him. So, Teddy VR Challenge, the Lantern House Maze will be open for 7 days. You have a chance to get Cells and Craft Kenry, a metal tank with Megataunt and shield break skills. You can also gain a skill mirror, a damage boost in 1 turn, apply 3 turn death counter to one enemy. His evolving trait, rank 0, he's tough, which means 35% of the time he'll not get hit with negative effects. Rank 1, he blocks resurrections, so no monster will be resurrected unless they do have it as a relic. And at rank 3, he gains Megaton at the start of the battle. So it's going down. Diegale challenge. He's a good cosmic attacker, however, with new monsters coming out, such as Bulmeria, you'll probably want to get Bulmeria over Diegale. Yep, Bulmeria's Tails. And then she will also be available to get with the Corrupted Leaves for Monsterwood. Now, Captive's Breeding. You'll get Ilion, who I don't really care about. Fraternity Event Burnix. This Fraternity Event, if team member purchase Gem Pack, all members on the team get War Coins or Burnix cells. And then you can use monsters you've earned in the Legends Pass to get a new mythic monster. So instead of Burnix, you do not get them. You get Zorky, Xenophire, or Granu. Here's the breeding combinations. So Katarine or Lady Meow plus Wangzu or King Charmless. And please note that if you do breed Lady Meow and King Charmless, you'll not get it because they are breeding jokers. So if you do have all 4 of these monsters, the combinations I recommend is Katarine and King Charmless and Lady Meow and Wangzu. And then that will double your chances of getting Burnix. So changes in live duels. So starting on Friday the 7th, live duels introduce some juicy changes you'll love. If you don't have Influxer, here's a chance to get him. The number of cells warded in Grandmaster duels has increased. Change rules will no longer be possible on Next Round Classic and Grand Duels. Choose your roster very carefully, each decision counts. And finally, from now on, you'll be allowed 1 defeat before getting disqualified on Classic duels. Come join us in live duels. So I do not recommend grinding to get Influxer because they are by far the worst corrupted monster. And his designs, Burnix, I do like that design. Stalker I've already seen, and that is all the leaks for today. But as always, remember to like, subscribe, turn the notification bell so you don't miss out on a future upload, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.